Hello everybody, today's an exciting day because I've got my Pullet Shut automatic chicken door from chickendoors.com. I'm so excited. Today we're going to be installing this door, and it's going to be a unique situation because I had broken my hand, long story, and I'm in the recovery stage here, but I believe that this door is so easy to install that I think I'll be able to do it with 1.5 hands here. This particular package, I got the solar package where the battery will be, the power source will be solar powered. You also have a trickle charge option. I went with the solar and we'll be installing this on our coop today. Okay guys, so before I get started, let me just let you know that I'm just a regular chicken owner like most of you. I'm not a professional contractor. So we're going to do our best installing this. Always take precautions when you're working with tools. Make sure you wear some sort of ear protection when you're working with loud tools and some form of eye protection. Alright, let's take a look and again see. I believe this is the solar panel, feels like in here. Got our solar panel. Sounds like we got some hardware in here. Here's our battery, and it looks like it was just tested. Okay, and let's see what. Let's get our door out. Here's our door, guys. Okay, and it comes with instructions, which will tell you to keep this at the top. This will be your top. You got to make sure you have a top and the bottom and the way it opens. And the great thing about this door is it's mostly assembled. I mean, really, there's not a whole lot that has to be done. Okay guys, so I found the location where I want to put the chicken door, and the first thing is, and it comes with instructions, got the battery here, and the first thing they bold is make sure you don't try to pry open the door, okay? We don't pry open the door in order to figure out the space. We want to hook it up to a battery. So step number 1 says hook up the door to a 12-volt battery to get the door to open, so then you can draw out the space you need to cut out. Here's the 12-volt battery comes with, or if you have another battery you want to use, if that one's not charged at the moment, we can give it a shot. The thing is, when you go to hook it up, don't push it on all the way, because it'll get stuck. Okay, there's a little pin there, it'll get stuck in there, it'll be hard to get off. And the reason that will be a problem is because later on, for example, I'm using the solar system, it comes with a piggyback that you're going to plug it in. So if it gets stuck here, it's going to be hard for me to get it off to put it on the pluggy. So we're just going to push it on enough just so we can do this to get it all installed, okay? So obviously your black's going to go to the black, the negative, and the red's going to go to the red, the positive, okay? Now what this is going to do, and let me just show you here real quick. I'm just going to go partially here without going all the way, if that's possible here. Just push this a little bit. What's going to happen is it's going to open a little bit, and it's going to close. And you're like, wait a second, why did it open and close and it didn't open all the way? Well, and then it says here, step number 2, disconnect the battery. Before we disconnect the battery, we want the door to open all the way. How are we going to do that? Well, in here it comes with a magnet, a red magnet, okay? We have to use that to get the door to open all the way. Here is the red magnet that comes with it. We're going to hold the magnet to the door to open all the way for us. Take it off when you get to the point where you want it to stop, okay? I was trying to do this with one hand, so I stopped about there. Okay, so now it's pretty much open for now, as much as I want, and I'm going to disconnect the battery because I don't need it at this point to do anything. And now we want to mark the opening size of the door, okay? That'll be the next step. So again, I got it up to the spot I want, and I'm going to use a red marker, is probably the best for me. I've got my wire mesh here. I'm drawing my line. with that, I'm going to take a wire cutter, cut this out, and then we'll go to the next step, okay? I don't know if you can see it. And I'm going to try to have it so there's nothing sticking out that'll cut the chicken. I actually made the hole slightly bigger because you've got the frame going around that will take up any extra space. You want to make sure the holes are slightly bigger so you don't have any of these sharp points, pointy wire, when the chickens go through the opening. I mean, obviously, the frame will take up any of the difference. So when I put it up, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, in position, there's nothing, I'll have to bring the camera over to show you, but there's nothing poking through that'll hurt the chickens, yet I still have plenty, but there's no open space around it for anything to get in. Now the next step for me is, I want to frame, put a little frame, and everyone's, is a little different how the coop is set up. And let me find some wood and see what I have, see what you have laying around, and let's do that step next. Okay, so I've measured this piece of wood I had. I'm going to use this for the top and bottom. Again, always wear safety goggles and earplugs. Always take safety into concern. Okay, I'm putting the bottom piece in here. I'm going to try to at least. See if I can use my foot to help me get this started. Okay, so now that I've framed out the hole, I basically, like I said, I screwed something from the bottom, the top, and I cut out two pieces just here, give it a little extra support. The top and the bottom is the only place you're really screwing into. I basically put this door back up and made 4 dots. There's 4 holes, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Now the instructions say to use a 1/4 inch drill bit for drilling these out. It comes with 4 bolts. We're going to use these 4 bolts. Now you might have to cut, I had to cut a little wire here because it was in line with the holes. It's pretty good. Make sure that these bolts fits. we're on the road. Like I said, this is probably one of the easiest door installations ever. I mean, it all comes assembled. You're just basically making your framed hole and bolting it on. You can't ask for much more. There, look at how easy this is. This is going to be a snap. Well, now it's holding on. I'm going to go on the other side and put these nuts on. Okay guys, so we're in the inside of the coop here. As you can see, I put the bolts through, tighten that down. The top one I had thinner wood, so the bolt sticks out a little bit more. I could probably cut that off later, or even put some kind of cap on it or something. So, but it should be all right, or even wax or something on there. But anyways, so that's the inside, and here's our outside. Looks good, looks great. Next step is the wiring. Let's get to that. I'm going to see how long I have. The wiring is going to go, you want to have the battery in a nice, a corner up high, somewhere safe. And then the solar panel has to run from there too. So let me see what I got length and what I got positions here. I'll take a look. I'd like to put it inside somewhere in a corner. Okay guys, so what I did now is I secured the solar panel that came with the box to a board, a piece of wood, with an adhesive caulk. So I went around and put an adhesive caulk and stuck that on. And my next thing is deciding where I'm going to put it. And you have to look at, for your location where you get the most sun. I'm either going to put it on top of the nesting box, which is would be easy. I know I get sun there. I'm trying to maximize, or I could try to put it up above and try to angle it where I can get the most sun most of the time. Now that's attached to this wood, I can just use this to screw it on to where I'm going to attach it. And in deciding where to put my solar panel, the sun goes like this. I got some trees and things around. And of course I wanted to put up as high as possible and angle it so I got the maximum amount of sunlight. But then I was thinking for, with snow coverage and things of that, for me, I'm going to get a lot of sun on the nesting box here, on the roof of the nesting box. So I'm going to angle it on the roof of the nesting box, and not only is it going to be easier for me to do it right now, but every day when I come out to check on things, I can easily, if there's any snow or anything on there, I can easily clean off the solar panel, as opposed to if I got a stack of snow on top of the roof, or even at the angle, it'd be hard to get it off. So I think this should be a good spot. As you can see, I'm getting a lot of sun on me right now, and I might even just prop it up at an angle, put something under, then prop it up. I drilled 4 screws, so I pre-drilled some holes, and I'm going to put 4 screws in. Alright, so I had some old shingles that I just folded up, put underneath here. I mean, obviously I could probably, if I had a bracket or something, but at this point, I just wanted a slight angle, give it a little extra sunlight. Alright, that's not going anywhere. Alright, so the next thing is me to run the wiring. I'm going to probably run it up, take it, as you can see I got the wire still for the door coming up. I put a hole through, it's going to go up and inside, and I'll show you where I'm going to put the battery inside in a protected area. Okay, so inside, you'll see up in the corner here, what I did was I had a metal bracket and I bolted that on. That's going to be like a shelf for the battery. And then right over there I've got a hole I drilled through for the wires to come through. Now, I just stopped at the dollar store. They had a bunch of bungee cords, all different sizes. So I've got 3 different sizes, so I'm going to take the different colored bungee cords and I'm going to see which one fits best and try to bungee the battery there and attach it. Okay guys, so I'm inside the chicken coop. I'm going to take the battery that is provided. I'm going to put it up on the shelf here, which I created. I'm going to use a bungee cord, which like I said, I got 3 bungee cords. I actually got a whole bag of bungee cords for $1 at the dollar store, different sizes. I grabbed the 3 sizes just to see which one will work out good for me. Okay guys, so I used the longest one, and because I didn't have any holes drilled, I just kind of wrapped it around and secured it for now. It's pretty good. Now we're going to try to feed the wires through. There should be 2 sets of wires, one for the solar charger and one for the door itself. Okay guys, so now that we're inside, I got both wires through. So the one from the solar panel has a connector that connects to the battery, but also has a little terminal thing coming out so you can hook up the door to it, okay? This was perfectly designed so that you can run it from the solar panel and then connect right off it with the 2 wires. Again, you have your positives and negatives, your blacks and reds. Okay, so now we're charging, and I'm gonna wait to connect it until I'm ready to set the door and everything with the magnet. But basically, we're all set. Everything is done. As you can see, the battery's secure. I just gotta secure the wires in place. That's what I'm going to do next, secure the wires in place. I've got it charging, and the last thing I'm going to do in the morning is I'm going to connect the door and then set the times that I want. Okay folks, so after I just plugged in the battery, the door did its open and close. Okay, so it's 8 in the morning, and I want the door to open now. So I'm going to take the red magnet that's provided, and I'm going to put it over the red circle, and I'm going to hold it there for as long as I want the door to open. Okay. Okay. And that's it. So now all I have to do is wait till tonight when I want the door to close, put it back there, and the door will close. And that's how simple it is. That's what's so great about this door is the programming. It's so simple. You're not trying to press set times and you know, a lot of these doors you have to set, you know, today's date, today's time, the week, the hours, the this and that. There's so much to it. You just take a magnet and put it up there, and you hold it till you know how open you want the door to go, and that's it. And you do it again when it closes, and that's it. It'll remember. It will remember and keep doing it for you. I love this door. Okay, guys. So it's about 6:30, 6:45, almost 7. It gets dark earlier now, so we're gonna try to set it to close at this time now. So. You only have to hold it there for a short period of time. Just put it there because it knows to close all the way. That's it. Okay, guys. At this point, tomorrow morning, it should, around 8 o'clock in the morning, open up. Was this simple or what? Tick, tick, tick. Okay guys, so I am inside the belly of the beast. Okay guys, so I'm inside the chicken coop now. Hello everybody, today's an exciting day. I finally got my Pullet Shut automatic chicken door from chickendoors.com. I'm sorry, my kidneys want to talk when I'm talking. I'm really excited because today I got my on the wind.
On the wind.
Probably. Be careful with the magnet. We'll have other things attached to it. Screw. Okay.